but looking at yourself as the mind, body, soul. How do you align all of that?
You know, I mean, as you're talking, what's coming to my mind is I experienced my mom going through cancer not long ago, and she was at fourth stage, so the last stage. And obviously, there's the medical side, which was phenomenal. What what went on there, but on the mind side, which is the bit that I did with her, it was so important the language that was used. And what we found is, and I know this anyway, what you're finding is that so many other people's projections can actually really affect you in that state. So
Yeah.
obviously she lost weight, she lost her hair, all of these things.
Mm.
One of the things that I worked with her on like daily was the language in which was used. It was like, there's a rebirth. There's a rebirth. We are shedding. There is a rebirth. And going back to that. So all she saw was something brand new every day. And it was interesting because and I really thought about how I wanted that to look. So I wanted her to have a different image that she looked at day in, day out. Because when you're poorly and you're going through stuff, your mind needs to stay really creative. But if you're bedridden, you can't actually go out and do that.
Mm.
I used to use all the senses, the sound, scent, bedding, different views that I wanted her to look at. And when, the nurses came in and they gave her all of the equipment she needed, I was like, no, this is going to make someone feel more ill. And the
Mm.
mind, and I truly believe this because she made a miraculous recovery, and that was at last stage.
Mm.
The
Brilliant.
mind was what I really truly believe that the mind, because she carried that in a particular space. And that's when your faith, going back to when you've got to have the courage and then the faith,
Yeah.
literally carried her through, because it's so easy to look at someone going through that. But pouring in, it really was a sign of, you've got the medical side, but my God, the mind is powerful. And what
Yes.
you decide it is. And each doctor that we saw some amazing doctors. Some of the main things that they said was, it'll be the mind that decides whether she, what her journey is going to be like.
Mm.
Um, and it's the way you look at a problem. If you see it as an opportunity, or you see it as being a downward, so whichever the destination is, it's still about how you look at it. Um, and I think that's really, really, I mean, it was just triggering me when you were just saying that you've got to see them all together.